Hey Reds, Sammy from United People's TV here to preview the upcoming game against West Brom on Sunday. Every game's a big game for United now, between now and the end of the season, and Sunday's no different. We're going to go to the Hawthorns, obviously West Brom's home ground, and they're quite tough there this season. Obviously, Tony Pulis is in charge, and we all know how Tony Pulis plays. He did it in Stoke, he's doing it at West Brom. They're going to be physical, they're going to be strong, they're going to get in our faces. But that's what Watford did. And we came away 1-0 there. And that was quite a bad performance from United. There was like 5-10 minute periods where we really did press the ball and we actually looked like we were going to score. But we didn't, and it took a piece of magic from Juan Mata to save the game. Heading into the fixture, West Brom obviously got quite an important draw with Leicester. Craig Gardner, I think it was, with the goal, with the equalising goal in a 2-2 draw. Cracking free kick from him as well, same as Mata, I suppose. But you know their form has picked up as such, but they're not winning every game. They lost to Newcastle back at the start of February, I think, and United should be confident going into this game. Let me know in the comments below whether you're confident, but me personally, I am confident because we're going into this game off the back of 4 wins, starting from Shrewsbury, then Midtjylland, then Arsenal, then Watford. 4 quite different wins. Obviously, Shrewsbury away was completely in control in second gear. Midtjylland, we stepped it up and we really went for it right until the end. Arsenal was the best game out of the 4 by far because Arsenal came back into the game. We didn't let them get back into the game too much, and obviously Marcus Rashford. Everyone loved that. And then Watford was, let's be honest, a shit performance, but it still turned out into 3 points, and that's all that matters at any point in the season. In the start of the year, that's what United were doing. We were playing shit football, but we had the results, so nobody could really complain about the start of football Van Gaal had. When that changed, obviously we started losing in December, everyone lost patience, and it really looked like there was no return from that Sunderland loss and the Midtjylland loss. But the kids have done it, and I think that's got to be our mantra between now and the end of the season. Yes, this week we've got Fellaini coming back from injury, we've got Valencia coming back from injury, we've got Jones, but Fellaini and Valencia shouldn't get anywhere near that starting 11. They need to stay on the bench because United's kids have been the driving force behind this renaissance we're having at the moment. And for us to just simply throw them back on the bench and put Fellaini in the team or Valencia in the team will be complete and utter madness. Now, I don't actually think Louis van Gaal will do that. I think he realises and he knows how important the kids are to this form we've got right now. And let's remember what's happening after this West Brom game. We then travel to Anfield on Thursday to play Liverpool, first leg of our Europa League tie. Then we play West Ham on Sunday at home in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Then we get Liverpool coming to Old Trafford for the second leg of the Europa League before travelling to Manchester City on the Sunday. That is 4 huge games in a row. Bear in mind, we're playing games galore. We played 3 last week. We're going to play another 2 this week. Our squad is thin at the moment. And, if Van Gaal's confirmed that Daley Blind needs a rest, said he will be rotated. But is Chris Smalling back from injury? Does that mean Tim Fosu-Mensah's going to start again? Who would start alongside him if Blind was out? Maybe Rojo comes in there. United squad are being very stretched right now, and we're going to have to rotate and play well if we're going to be fit enough to win these games that we've got coming up. And I'd love to say it'll be an easy game against West Brom, but we know it's going to be far from that. Obviously, Darren Fletcher's in there, their midfielder and captain. I love seeing Darren, but I hope he has a shit game. Sadie Barahino, he's always dangerous, and Rondon's going to be their main man. He's going to be bullish, he's going to be big up front. And I hope we have Smalling back because this is the sort of game where we really do need Smalling. I'd be quite worried if it was Fosu-Mensah and Rojo, simply because I think Fosu-Mensah needs somebody beside him who's, I wouldn't say that Rojo's inexperienced, but I just don't think he's the sort of person you turn to and get leader advice from. Blinds and Smalling are a little bit more reserved and smart, I believe, in being a centre-back than Rojo is. I think Rojo is more of an aggressive player. He likes playing out on the left-back. He thinks about going forward a lot. If he does that, he would leave Fosu-Mensah exposed against, the pace of Berahino, and Rondon as well has got a little bit of he's not too slow, is he? I think United should be confident, though. I think West Brom will be confident as well. As I said, this is going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a one goal game either way, and I don't think United are going to keep a clean sheet. Because yes, we've got De Gea in goal. I think we're going to have to play Fosu-Mensah again, and it's probably going to be him alongside Rojo. And that's a partnership that's never played together before. It's very hard for two defenders to come in, play alongside each other, and just know each other straight away. Very, very hard. So I think West Brom will score, but I think United have got enough going forward. I'm not sure if Rashford will start. I wouldn't be too adverse to Martial starting up front and maybe Lingard on the wing. I thought he made a difference against Watford. And then maybe bringing Rashford on for the last 30 minutes. We've got options now in the attack, and that's the main thing. I think the most important player in that attack right now is Juan Mata in that number 10 role. He's really started to show his class in the last few weeks, and he's playing with a real smile on his face, and so are we, because it's fantastic to watch Mata like this. It's glorious. He's starting to look like the Mata that we saw at Chelsea, and that's why we signed him. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for United. As I said, I think West Brom are going to be up for it from the start. Depends how high their pressing game is. I'm not sure whether West Brom do play a pressing game. But United should have enough going forward here to win this game. It's going to be tough. And Tony Pulis never makes it easy. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. As always, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to United People TV if you are new. And we will see you after the West Brom game. Take it easy, Reds.
Half, Man United picked it up. Win, win, win. Arsenal lost tonight. City's lost tonight. Who else played tonight? Tottenham.